So the single line comment is, for suppose if I want to know what this line is saying, so what the system.out.println, to understand this line, just you need single line comment. How to write single line comment? Two forward slashes. That's it. So you can write any statement about this line. Let's say this line is used to print something on the console. So I will just write this is a print message on the console. That's it. So to understand what is it is only to understand about this line. We are giving a description about this particular line. So if I want to give some more description about this main method, so I can tell this is a main method. That's it. It won't affect our program anymore. It is just to review. If you want to review your code once again, it will help you to understand what is this line saying. Okay. Uh, let's execute. So before executing, just we need a command to compile. Java C hello world dot java. This is the file name with dot java extension. Press enter. It is compiled. Again, Java hello world, class name hello world, because we haven't changed anything in the program. We just return the comments. That's it. Okay, now let's try to understand what is what. So here you can observe public, static, void, main, string args. What is this? What is all about? So here public. Public is nothing but it is an access specifier. I will explain this access specifier in another video, but just try to write public for now. Now, what is static? Static is a keyword. It allows main to be called without having to instantiate a particular object of the class. So basically, the static keyword allows main method to run without having any object, without having any object of the class hello world. So internally, this static allows you to run this main method. Okay. So what is void? Void is a return type, which means what this method has to return. So it is telling the main method has to return nothing. So void is nothing but a null. So the main need not to return anything from this method. Okay, that is called void. So void tells you to void means nothing. It returns nothing, null. Okay. What is string args? If you suppose string is a class. So in Java, anything starts with a capital, anything starts with a capital letter, that is considered as a class. So here in our class, how we created a class hello world, the same way the string class is created. Okay. So what is args? Args is an array type it's an array it, which stores strings of which stores strings, multiple strings in it. That is args. Okay. So so uh, um, basically, if you pass any command line arguments, this will capture those values. It is a string class array type. It's a string class array type. Uh, so I will give an example for this. Suppose let's say I will write system dot sorry system dot out dot print ln and args. I'll concat with args of 0. Okay, semicolon. I will compile again. If I execute something Java hello world, if I give something like my name, let's say Prashant, so this value being captured by this args. Okay, why I give args of 0, I will tell you. So now see, args value is Prashant. So args value is Prashant. Args of 0 means the first value. So from here to here it is considered as the first value. So after hello world, so Java hello world space and with any name like this without any spaces, it's considered as 0 value. Means this is argument 0 value. Let's say if I want to execute args of 1 concatenated with args of args of 0 concatenated with args of 1, then how to extract these two values from this? So let's again compile Java, okay, Java C and Java hello world C. Like say Nani app space, this is considered as 0 and Prashant, this is considered as 0 value and this is considered as first value. Means args of 0, args of 1. I mean argument 0, argument 1. So I am passing a string, okay, and this is also string. If I run, so args of Nani Prashant. So args means this value 0 plus 0 means Nani and concatenated with 1 means Prashant. Cool, right? Okay. Okay. Now I will do some fun exercise with this args. Okay. Let's say uh, if I want to capture two values like any numbers like 1, 2 from the command line argument and then I will add it and I will print them. So this is the exercise I want to execute now. Okay. So for that I will remove entire thing. Okay. So to capture this and print it in the console. So system dot out dot print ln, let's say result is equal to, now result is equal to args of 0 added with args of 1. Okay, so I will clear the terminal. How to clear the terminal? Just type CLS to clear the terminal. Now write Java C hello world. You can write Java C hello world, or directly you can hit up arrow to get the previous commands. Down arrow and up arrow. So I will uh, use arrows. So to compile Java C hello world.java, it will get compiled, and again Java. Here I will pass 1 space 2. So 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, right? But I got 12. How? I already said it is strings. It will capture only string, right? It won't capture numbers because it is a type of string. Okay. How we need to capture numbers then? So you guys might thinking that shall I change this to integer? No, because the main method only accepts string, args, array. That's it. So we need to convert them into numbers. So how we need to convert them into numbers? So we have a method called integer dot parse int and pass args of 0. So what it will do? It will convert string into an integer value. Integer value, guys, minus negatives to positives. All the numbers are considered as integers without dot. Like suppose say 12.0. It is not considered as integer. 12 is an integer. 12.15, it's not an integer. 12 is an integer. Okay, so it will convert anything into an integer, and I mean any number into an integer. Okay, I will store this in an int. Let's say a. Int a is equal to integer. Int b is equal to integer dot parse int args of 1. Now I will add these two values. How to add? Int c is equal to a plus b. Now try to print this c value now. C. Uh, Again compile it, execute it. See, 1 plus 2, now we got 3. Previously it was 12, now we got 3. Okay, so you guys wondering what is this plus? This plus is nothing but to attach this c value with this string. Okay, so this plus value is, if you write plus this c integer value, internally it will convert into string, and it will attach that result to this quoted quotation results. That's it. Okay, now I will explain what is data types. Okay, so in Java we have 8 data types. So before explaining to the data types, I want to explain that some basic concepts. So that is, see, 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. What is bits? Bits is, so one, sorry, bit can be 0 or 1. Means bit has only one place. It can occupy 0 or it can occupy 1. So in this 1 byte we have 8 bits, means 8 spaces. 1, alter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in this way we have 8 spaces. Okay, in each space it occupies 0 or 1. Okay, 0, here we can tell 0 or 1, 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 0 or 1. Okay, so this is 1 byte. And now coming to the data types, I said we have 8 data types, right? 8 data types. So the first one is boolean. Boolean occupies only, boolean takes or occupies only bit one bit. What is one bit? We said one bit can be 0 or 1. Here bit is, here one bit is 0 or 1 only, but the representation of this 0 or 1 in for boolean is true or false. So true is nothing but 1, false is nothing but 0. But you should not assign 1 or 0 to a boolean. You need to assign, you need to stick to that boolean only accepts true or false. True or false. Okay, should not give 0 or 1. So I will show the example. Suppose just create a boolean value b is equal to, if you give 0 it won't accept, if you give false it will accept, but internally the value of b is 0 only, but the boolean accepts false or true. So let's console it, system dot out dot println b. Okay, so it's false. If I try to give 0, it will throw error, I think so. Let's check. See, it's saying incompatible types. Int cannot be converted to Boolean. So 0 is an integer value. It cannot be converted to Boolean value. Okay. So this is all about Boolean. Now we have a float. float. Float can occupy 4 bytes. Float takes 4 bytes. So what is float? Let's test. Float f is equal to 12.5, 12.4, and system dot out dot println f. Compile. Why? So the so you have to keep f here. No, it's not. So f at the last, I think. So f at the last. Yeah. So it's 12.4. Why initially thrown an error? Because we have another data type called double. Double is 8 bytes. Size of the double is 8 bytes. So if without f, this value is treated as double. So it is telling the same thing. This value is double. You are trying to assign it to the float. That's why it is showing an error here. So incompatible type, possible lossy conversion from double to float. So this value is double. You are converting it to float. So, I mean you are assigning it to float. That's why we got this error. So to avoid these errors, we need to keep f. So we are telling this is not double, this is float by just keeping f at the end. So now if you give double without this f, if you, I will clear the console. Okay. If you compile and execute, now we got 12.4 as a value. Okay. This is 8 byte size. So okay. Now let's say this is one category. This is another category like having point values, and the third category is we have byte. Okay, now it's about byte, right? Okay, so byte size is 1 byte only. So what is byte? Byte occupies all integer values. Byte takes all integer values. See, byte b is equal to 10. If you give b, compile it. Okay, I'm a semicolon. So it's 10. Okay, it won't accept any float values. It only accepts only uh, integer values. So float values or double values are nothing but having dot value, means decimal values. Float and double ha will have decimal points. Okay, next one, short. Short. Short occupies short size is 2 bytes. I'll rename it to short. Okay, 2 bytes. Compile it, execute. Now it's 2 bytes. So there will be a range. You can just calculate the range, or me to if you want me to explain about the range, just comment down below and I'll try to make another video for you guys. Okay, now we have int. Now int size is 4 bytes. Int size is 4 bytes. So int I is equal, so I'll take b is equal to like 9. 9. Okay, int only accepts integers, not point values. Even if you give point 5, 9.5, it will throw an error saying conversion from double to int. Okay, just whenever you get any error, please try to read the errors, because in errors, reading errors, most of the problems you can solve. Okay, so here in clearly it is telling incompatible type, possible lossy conversion from double to int b is equal to 9.5. Okay, and also showing an arrow towards the 9. So here we got an error. So if you notice, so we don't require this value. Compile, execute, execute. Int finished and long. Long size is 8 bytes. Long size is 8 bytes. Long, long b, cls clear. I'll give another value 19. Compile, execute. It's 19. And we have characters, right? Characters, it's 2 bytes. So in Java, in another programming languages, character occupies only 1 byte, but in Java it occupies 2 bytes. The size of character is 2 bytes because in Java it is Unicode, not ASCII. Okay, so there are lots of values for the character to occupy. That's why it is increased to 2 bytes. So char b is equal to, so let's say b, you can print b value. Okay, so this is all about data types. So we have 1 byte, so 1 byte is equals to 8 bits. So 8 data types you have: boolean, float, double, and fourth one is byte, fifth one is short, sixth one is int, seventh one is long, eighth one is character. So these all are float values and these all are integer values. This is a character value. Okay, this is boolean, only takes 0 or 1 or true or false. um, that's it about data types. Yeah, now I will cover arithmetic operators. So we have arithmetic operators like plus, minus, star is for multiplication, this is slash for division, percentage, percentile symbol for modulus, this is to increment and this is to decrement, and plus is equal to, this is addition assignment, and minus is equal to, this is subtraction assignment, multiplication is equal to, this is multiplication assignment, slash is equal to, this is for division assignment, percentage or percentile is equal to for modulus assignment. Okay, now I'll write a simple program by using all of these um, arithmetic operators. Okay, the first one is addition, right? So int, suppose if you want to add two numbers, let's say sum is equal to uh, 5 plus 6, you can use in this way. So here you can see the plus to add these two values, or you can use int a is equal to 5, int b is equal to 6, and directly you can add a plus b. If you write system dot out println sum is equal to sum, compile, sorry, execute, sum is 11, so 5 plus 6 is equal to 11. That is the result we got here. This is the sum. If you subtract and make it, I'll keep the same name and I'll change this text to sub. Okay, compile and run. So sub is minus 1, so 5 minus 6 you'll get negative value. If you increase the 5 value to 7 or 9, so you'll get different value, right? Compile, run. So the subtracted value is 3, so 9 minus 6 is equal to 3. So if you do a multiplication like 9 into 6, so you'll get 54 as we expected. So 9 6 are 54. If you multiply, you'll get, I'll change it to multi or mult. Okay, so mult 54. Now division. So 9 by 6. So division, compile it, execute it. division. So 9 by 6 is 1. Okay. If you want exact answer, you can use float. If you want point values also, you can use float. So 1.0. Suppose you have 7 here. You'll get point values, right? By okay. So sorry. Here 9 is an integer value. 7 is also an integer value. But integer by integer it will return integer. Okay. But we are storing it in an float. So for that we need to typecast it. Float. Okay. Please try to return float value, not integer value. Okay. We got an integer value. 1.2857, that is a float value. Okay. Now modulus. So what is the difference between division and modulus? Division will give you the result, modulus will give you the reminder. So if you do 9 by 7, whatever the reminder we get, that is being captured with the help of this percentile symbol. Okay, let's say, so int sum is equal to 9 modulus 7. Sorry, expected semicolon. Compile it. 2. So 9 divided by 7 will get remainder of 2. How in the sense? See, and we have 7 and 9, right? Division we do in this way, right? So 7 ones will get 7, and the remainder is 9 minus 2, which is 9 minus 7, 2. So this value is for modulus. This modulus will give 2, but whereas slash will give this value with decimal points. If you want to store this value, if you store this value in int, it will give only first value without decimal points. If you store this value in float with typecasting float, it will give point values like point some, point two, something something. Okay. Now modulus done, division done, modulus done. Now we'll see increment. So if I say system dot out dot println a plus plus, what will be the output? See, compiled 9, but plus plus. So here what happened in the sense, first it first a takes 9, it will print from here, it will print the value. So a takes the value 9, it will print the value. Later it will increment to 10, right? It's a plus, mean plus plus is nothing but to add one value to an existing one. So generally a plus plus is equal to a plus 1. Okay, a plus plus is nothing but a is equal to a plus 1. Means if I say 9 plus plus, it is 9, basically 9 plus 1. That's it. Internally it will convert it to 10. Okay, but here we have done something different. See, it 9 initially it is occupied, it is printed, later it got incremented. First it is printed, then it incremented. How I know it is incremented or not? If I again system dot out dot println the a value, now up to here it is 9, assigned, printed, later it incremented. So now it incremented to 10. Now the a value become 10. Let's check. Sorry. See, now we got 10.